everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting on Project 3. I haven't gotten a response. We're going to go ahead and, I see him at 1 or 1:30 on Saturday, 1 or 1:30. I'll be prepared by 1. But pretty much I am looking for an answer back from him regarding my homework. I'm looking for an answer back from him regarding my homework. So no news could be good news. We don't know. But when there's no news to be said, I say to myself, okay, I'm getting a little worried. What is going on? So we got an hour and 20, or give myself some time, an hour and 10 minutes to take care of this. Okay. Sorry about that. So basically we're in the problem. There's no problem. We're in the actual portal where we're talking about discussions and I guess, hold on. I got into November 11th, which is more than enough time. But let me see if my submissions are here. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook to see what I'm doing. Okay. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. Hi, author Ego. Husky knock. It sounds German. User Brendan Ronald. No, I know I messed that up. Let's see. Sorry about that, you guys. So I'm doing recap of the date we see each other, and then plus um, my homework. Hello, I wanted to know about my homework. I also wanted to know about the date we see each other. Are y'all on here with me? Okay, good. Let me change that. I also wanted to know about the date we see each other. Could you please send over the link again? Thanks. Wow. Thanks for drafting. Can you give me a call regarding a time to okay. So I did that. Oh, shoot. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, now we're here, so I can get to see exactly what is going on and what I need to start on or collaborate with him about. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 to see exactly what I'm doing. You know, you have to be there in order to experience the boom, literally. And what I mean by that is Nvidia has went up, Facebook has went up, and I even think Microsoft has went up. So it makes no sense to try to dip into it after it went up because it went up. They're like high risk. That has nothing to do with this, but I just was thinking that I had to record that for my own personal purposes. But he said he was working 4 years in the Baltimore, Washington market, and yeah. So let's continue. Selling coffee and orange juice products. You heard what he said. He said rewarding and exciting. If a job isn't rewarding and exciting, it's not your type of job. And some people get stuck in miserable, non-rewarding jobs because they not because they want to, but because they have to be. I'm gonna read silently for a second, so bear with me. So the key word is higher marketing teams. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Everyone has been assigned to a team, and you can find your team by clicking the My Tools and selecting Groups in that menu. There is designated group discussions and group locker that will be accessible by your team's instructor. Take the time now to make note of when your team's first deliverable is due. I'll finish reading this and then go back up there. This team project is designed to give you an opportunity to be a part of a virtual team collaborating on a project, which is which is common in many professions and academic environments. Success in this project will require communication, coordination, sharing ideas, and responding promptly to requests and needs of the team. Each team can determine how best to work together, but one strategy is to assign roles. An organizer determines steps to complete the project and outlines of a schedule. An editor synthesizes the project into organizer. Hold on. All members should share in research work in your team. May think of roles this daggone thing. Roles depending on your preferences. The primary team should communicate, or sorry, y'all, I have this phone in the way. Here we go. The primary team communication should take place in a group discussion space, and materials for the project should be shared and stored on a group locker. If your team exchanges emails, be sure to keep copies as references. And materials for projects should be shared and stored in the group locker. Your instructor will observe your team without interacting. However, your instructor will respond to urgent questions or intervene if called upon by one or more of your members. Don't hesitate to post questions about the projects or teams in the course Q&A. Let your instructor know if your team has any questions about the project. According to DeBong and Hawk, virtual teams are work arrangements where members are geographically dispersed and have limited face-to-face contact and work interdependently through a use of electronic communication media to achieve common goals. The use of virtual teams has been growing for decades, and the growth is expected to continue. The use of virtual team structures holds great promise as virtual teams can do things collectively that collected, collocated teams cannot. Some advantages of virtual teams include the ability to assemble teams that maximize functional expertise by including professionals who are geographically dispersed, enabling continuous 24/7 production by using time zones to their advantage, lowering costs by reduction in travel, relocation, overhead, and sharing knowledge across geographic boundaries and organizational units and sites. Farazi has presented some evidence that virtual teams outperform their face-to-face counterpart and have overall higher productivity. However, Govindarajan and Gupta write their seminal article, write in their seminal article on global business teams that are primarily virtual, Cool. In a study of 70 such teams, we discovered that only 18% consider their performance highly successful. Only 18%, and the remaining 82%. Excuse me, y'all, this is important. Yes. Law, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm blocked out of Walmart, probably the Walmart account. And how long do it take to get a new one? What are you doing? Can you tell me why are you calling me and what is this for? But I don't have no inventory. I don't have no inventory. And that is why I have the lawsuit. So are y'all planning on getting new inventory? Okay, thank you. Bye. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, Farazi has presented some evidence that virtual teams outperform their face-to-face counterparts and have overall higher productivity. Giovendera John and Gupta write their seminal article on global business teams that are primary virtual. And like I said, that's crazy. 18%, 7 out of 70, 18% consider their performance highly successful, while the other remaining 82% fell short of their intended goals. In fact, fully one-third of the teams in our sample rated their performance as largely unsuccessful. Sorry about that, you guys. Hold on. There we go. The table below summarizes some of the advantages and disadvantages of working in virtual teams, which Dublin, Duluban, how do you pronounce Duluban, and Hodge suggest might contribute to this high rate of optimal performance. Advantages: no geographic restrictions to be virtual, fewer restrictions in maximizing expertise, continuous productivity. So, no, you don't have to be at a specific location. There are fewer restrictions on maximizing the expertise of what's going on. There is continuous productivity on what's going on. Reduced travel and relocation costs and information sharing across geographical boundaries. Information sharing across geographic boundaries. Okay, disadvantages. Low level of media richness for some team members. You really don't. Hi, Shimnik. Hi. So low levels of media richness for some team members. So you feel like you don't get enough media, core subcontract things. Communication and collaboration difficulty. This is crazy. Hold on, you guys. Hello? Yes. Um, I should be able to. Why? Okay, hold on for it. Yeah, hold on for a second, okay? Okay. Give me a second. I have you on speaker. Hold on. I don't know the password, but um it is the Kimberly Cloud Show at yahoo.com. And I put in the right password. Let me see if I can change the password.
Okay, sure. Take your time. Just let me know one spot.
I'll give you a generalized password.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure.
Now, it keeps saying something went wrong.
Okay, can you just reset your password?
If it don't work this time, then yeah. So do I need to go on to the Walmart seller and speak with the Walmart account? Is that what you're gonna tell me to do?
You can go to Walmart Tower Central, and then you can, if you can remember your password, if it's not working, what password you have, you can just reset it or forget your password.
I tried to reset it and it won't reset.
Okay, let me check. Hold on for a minute.
Okay, so it's telling me to navigate to the seller system and say forgot your password. And that's what I did. So what is going on? Like what do you need me to do since I'm not I'm gonna be honest. I'm not going to call or reach out to them. That is up to y'all. I gave y'all the first set of password, and it doesn't work no more. So that's not my fault. Y'all had a whole year to look in my account. So why now are y'all looking? Why did it take from March 11th, from the date I made a payment to now?
Oh yeah. You only have the permission to change it, and we cannot change it. It's not we're not allowed to do that. So for us to check your Walmart account, we have to ask you to reset your password. That would be all, and then after that, we'll take over after that one. So you just have to reset it, and then we'll log in.
But here's the thing. I am having access issues. So do I need to write them personally? Because they're telling me the way to get into the account, and I can't get into the account. This is just more time being wasted because y'all, I'm not a hard person to get along with, but I know that I don't even remember my seller display name.
Okay, no worries. So when you click the forget your password, it's not working. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let me hold so I could help you. Just hold on for a minute.
I am having issues with resetting. Can please. Do you know my seller display name? It's not in the system.
Oh, we actually have that one, but we just need the credentials, using the email and the password. But just hold on for a minute. Let me just confirm here on my end, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, I sent them an email, but I put I didn't know my the name.
Okay, just hold on.
Hello? Hi.
Yeah, I'm still on the line.
Hold on, ma'am. When you're ready, let me know. Right now I'm actually on the phone, but can I call you later or tomorrow? Okay, I'll be prepared. Bye. So you guys, I'm on the phone with a lady from Y Unified. So this is important for me. So I want to get this taken care of. And it's more important for me to do this while live.
Hi, Kimberly. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. So you send them an email and you need to put your name or seller name.
Yeah. What is the seller name?
You can put your name, Kimberly, Kimberly Crowd. Crowd.
Okay. Is it under the Kimberly Cloud Show at yahoo.com?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I sent them the email. So what do you need anything else from me?
That will be all unless if you can keep your password already. So once you have your new password, then we can log in on your Walmart account and then we'll start checking your follows so that we can help you as well.
How are y'all going to help me?
Especially adding the inventory.
So once I get into this account, y'all, once I get into this account, what you're saying is you're going to help me get inventory, help my store.
Yes, we'll check that. Uh-huh. Correct. And then we'll check if it's really blocked and everything else. We'll check it thoroughly so that we can give you also an update.
How long should it take before I start seeing income?
That will be on the other department concerned. I will just take note on that and then we'll let them know.
Okay. So I have a court date with you guys for December 11th. So y'all have like almost a month and a half to prove that this company that y'all speak of called Y Unified works. If it doesn't, I'm just going to say that they made me go around to get a Walmart account that don't even work with the inventory. Like the back office should have this. I'm not being too like I'm not trying to belittle or be like a brute. What I'm saying is that I don't want to have to do something for nothing.
Yeah, I really understand about the concern. So we'll be waiting for the email that you sent to them for you to receive your password. Would it be okay if I'll just call back or you can call us back once it's ready?
I'd rather y'all call me back. What time?
Um, it depends on what time you'll finish resetting your password. But is it okay if I call you back after 30 minutes or tomorrow?
Tomorrow because I have something to do at 1:30.
No worries. And what time do you prefer me to call you?
9 a.m. Pacific.
9 a.m. Okay, sure. Or 10. Would that be okay?
10 is fine too.
Okay. It will be all Kimberly, and we'll just call you back tomorrow for the password. Okay? Have a great day.
You too. Bye. I'm not even going to say nothing. Let me close this out. Wait, contact. No, I'm not going to do that because all I did was put I didn't know. And if push comes to shove, that's two things that is open, and we don't need them saying that they closed the case because of something being open. I know their algorithms. Okay, back to this. Hold on, this is the wrong thing. Okay. Communication and collaboration difficulties. The potential for lower team engagement. Let me get online again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Hold on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Today, we are going to be doing a show again on UMGC. I have 30 minutes. So we were at potential for lower team engagement. Yeah, some people find it, out of my 20 years of educating myself um, in teams, not all the time. I done had some smooth teams, like go-getters, but sometimes you got that one person that just doesn't want to engage. Um, or lower team engagement because of the fact that you don't have to meet anybody between a certain time. You can just collaborate. So that leaves, if you're not a go-getter like that person, then you're going to fall behind. So isolation and difficulties in creating trust and shared responsibility. Hi, pool play. Pool party, baby. Isolation and difficulties. That was a song off of Yo Gabba Gabba, by the way. Isolation and difficulties in creating trust and shared responsibility. That can happen. Challenges with monitoring and managing the team. That can happen too. But that can happen also in a group that you collaborating with at a traditional university. All of those can happen. Prevalence of virtual teams will continue to increase. I agree, because with the colleges and collaboration, virtual is starting to be a virus. I mean, think about all you young 40-year-olds that never thought that you would be at a point where you're doing a podcast or you're hosting or guesting a podcast. Knowing how to lead a virtual team, from choosing the right team members and the right number of them to determine roles and articulating goals, is definitely a 21st century scholar practitioner competency. I usually don't read the resources. Okay, something I don't know. Set up project management systems. When a virtual team takes up a project, each member works on separate aspects of it. One person's expertise is different from another, so timely delivery requires well-managed collaboration. A web-based project management software is helpful in sharing important documents. Um, yeah, like the UMGC portal. Such tools help to raise the productivity levels across the team. These tools allows for, call UMGC today about counseling. There was this African girl that I called. and we were talking about, she was like, well, get a counselor, the counselor should help you, encourage you. And I need some encouragement. If I gotta pay my money out of my hard-earned pocket for some fucking encouragement, I will, and that's what it's about. I'm paying my money for them to encourage me on the journey, which some of them isn't even doing it right. Such tools help to raise the productivity levels across the team. These tools allow for regular tracking of task on time delivery. We did the team rules, we shared the documents, get it together in person. We don't live near each other. We will next time brainstorm the idea, and I give off, instead of second guessing myself, I give off analytics, which I already know he knows the analytics more thoroughly, or just as thoroughly as me. Should I say, he may not know it more thoroughly. He probably know it just as well as me. I'm not going to put myself up to saying he knows something more than me, because I do the same reading that he does. So let's see what else. Track time. Define a role but don't define a task. Encourage cross questioning. Use world clock. I know time zones. Incorporate trust. I will make sure I incorporate trust. That's what I'm trying to do. Incorporate trust within the team, so that we can complete a task together to pass this class. And I just got a message from the teacher, so we're about to see what that's about. Play virtual collaborative games. Come on now. Nobody got time to play no virtual or collaborative games. But it would be creative, it would be creative. We're about our business. We just want to get, our grade and do what we need to do and learn about what we need to learn about and internalize what we need to internalize, so we can get that grade, just, and move on to the next scenario where me personally, I learn and not master. I learn what I can and I move on to the next topic. If it happens to come up, with which it does all the time, by interviewing people in my interviews, then I'm okay with that too. Relearning. So you will need descriptive and predictive analytics in the world. If you are thinking about a business, you will use it. And Excel. So I have to continue to work on myself outside of here. Oh, I got something to tell you guys. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but this is pretty cool. This shit is pretty cool. And then we'll jump right back in. So I was just looking. I was looking and I was asking Grok some things. I always ask Grok. Grok is my go-to person. That's sad that the only person that encourages me is a computer. A system, but he was telling me about, let me see if I still got it on there. Where is it at? Oh no, I deleted it. But they have this annual percentage yield rate of 3.56, where if you have a brokerage account or account you can utilize and place your money in this type of account, which is going for almost 4%. I wrote it down in my handy dandy book. It's called FRBXX. That's the code, or TQQQ. So you put your money in a funding or whatever it's called, you know. Grok told me about it. He said what? The FRBXX, or what the other one is. And I called last night and I was like, well, I would like to do that, but then I have to do something else, so I couldn't do it at the moment. But as soon as the gates flood by, that's having, that's not much. There's one bank, Santander, I think it's called, that do 5%, but you have to have a certain amount and keep it in there for so long. But this is something you're putting your money to hold, and it gains some interest as the years go on. You can't lose no money from this. There are high risk stocks. High risk stocks is like Facebook, because 1 minute they stay like in the negative or in the red for like 3 to 6 months, or every quarter, a certain amount of quarter, and then it just brightens up, with a green pushback. And if you're not there for that pushback or that push up where it's going up and you're in there already, then you don't reap the benefits. If it goes up and then you buy a stock, it may not go up no more. It may come down. It's like a roller coaster. Okay. I know the collaborative tools. So here we go. First, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me go to the message that my teacher wrote me. Dang! Dang! King Charles strips Prince Andrews of royal titles and evicts him from the. He evicts him. Dang! He went through the court system on him. It's gonna be courts. Hold on, you guys. Okay. 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 Cryptocurrency is booming. Cryptocurrency, you got bipolar stocks and you got cryptocurrency that's even tripolar. Call it tripolar crypto. Like, it goes so crazy, man. I've never literally, I'm being honest, I've never seen this happen. Okay. So let's go here. See what the teach said. Okay. Um, let's see, that's 20 minutes ago. I think, how many had post-traumatic stress? Hold on. Let's see how many errors I have. You don't have what? Okay, I can do this now. We're going to take care of this shit now. Um, Open, descriptive, first, highlighted. Okay, it's right here. Sorry about cussing, you guys, but I emphasize what I emphasize. I'm only going to be myself, you know. Thou who has not cursed, cast the first stone. Y'all probably got billions of dollars off of cursing and putting it in a cookie jar. Even in the Jesus Christ times, they were cursing, the Romans, but they didn't say it quite like us Americans. I forgot what they told Jesus, but they were cursing. Okay, so 25% had post traumatic stress. Now go to the chart. Go to the chart. Am I reading that right? You know what? I can't do it right now because I have a appointment at 1:30. So when I get back on here, I'll do it. I'll give myself some chance to do my research and due diligence of this, and then I'll get back on here and do it. No big deal, no biggie, nothing unfair, just simple mistakes with the graph. So I got 15 minutes. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Ooh, where is it at? Oh, oh, I was about to get nervous as crap. It was like a year thing, but I was looking for the Zoom link and I was like, okay, I couldn't find it. It's been a year since I looked it. Well, 3 months since I looked it up, looked up the Zoom link. But yeah, stocks. Let's look at stocks for roughly 11 minutes. Yahoo Finance. You know, there was a big old newspaper article talking about the brokers are getting scared because a lot of regular people are starting to get into stocks. See, Meta plummets. This is why I look at this, because like I said, as quickly as Meta arrived with the spikes going up, it plummeted. Wow, by $11. Wow. So, and it does that. If you're not already in there, I had a Meta share before. If you're not already in there, and when it goes up, you're not reaping the benefits. You have to put it in for the long haul. I got into Meta when Meta was 175. And then when it started going down, I was like, cash me out. That was my very first stock that I ever did in my entire life, was Meta. My very first stock was Meta. And it was like 150 or 145. And it grew to 175 and then it dropped to 120. You know, you got to catch it. And I was like, you know what? It dropped to 120. I didn't know nothing about stocks. So I was like, cash me out. I need this money. Let's look up that Google is up, Amazon back down. It's like bipolar and tripolar. So let's go. FRBXX. Ford Motor is such a great I I had Ford Focus before, but that's not the point. The point is Ford is a great um company to get into if you're starting off with smaller stocks to get into, because Ford, I've noticed that their graphs stay basically between a certain amount. Dropped at what time today? 9:30, but it went back up. So it's steady. Imagine all this data to be able to tell what you are doing and how you are doing it. The stocks are closed, so it went up by a penny to 1307, but it lost 21 cents, I believe. I hope I'm reading this right. Or 0.21%. Or no, I think it's, see how it goes down? But it's worth looking into. That's the best thing. So let's look at that. You see how, you know, it dropped drastically, but it overall for 5 days it's been steady, on and off, on and off. I wish I knew. Let's see if I can put, this is a what we call a high risk share. This is what we call a high risk share. Um where you see how it dropped today at 9:37. A lot of places was dropping between 9:30 and 9:37. If you get in here, you're supposed to get in and get out. But a year's return showed 46.01%. I can't show y'all the what is it? What I'm talking about. But it's okay. no big deal. They're going up by a dollar. See how quickly they're going up? Some high risk shares, people gamble big money. Like some high risk shares you cannot get into unless you are grossing 1 million or above. And then they got some programs for people who are trying to, that's in my situation, which I will hopefully remember for the next time we speak, to engage in conversations about programs that help alleviate hard amount of taxes for going on and this, with stocks. So real quick, I have stocks and I want to make sure that my taxes is good, because I have to eventually or pay at minimum some type of tax. And so I'm okay with that. Just like I'm okay with going and it's something else I have to do. But on the flip side, oh, hold on. I got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hold on. I think, okay. I won't say what radio station. I am not getting all of my messages. What is going on? Mm. I hate when I don't get my messages. I seen something come in from a radio station. Like I'm not getting the same messages that comes on to my phone. I don't like that. People been sending me attachments to stuff where I have to pay for money and stuff, I'm like, wow. I'll keep the UMGC up. But other than that, oh, sorry you guys. I apologize a lot. Do you have an important call from the Washington? Lord Jesus. I'm about to get off of here. Let me look this up. Okay, this is about my queue. I have to go. There we go. There go the link. All right, y'all. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is I saved a lot of money by switching to Geico. The bad news is I have to get off of here. No, the good news is I'm supposed to be on a radio station soon. Hopefully soon. But that's hush hush. I'll keep it hush hush. So I won't talk about which radio stations because, like someone once said, the less someone knows about you, the further you get. The more they know, the more they can predict your moves. So I do my moves behind closed doors. So when you see it come up, it'll come up. They'll interview me and bada boom, bada bang. So take care, be safe, and I will see you guys another time. Peace out.
Never waste my time, you all I want.